Mastering support and resistance, part 3. Let's have a quick recap now of what we've learned so far. So, you can only move a currency pair if you buy or sell it. So remember that. If price is an uptrend, there's a lot of buyers in the market, there's a lot of buying momentum. And if it's a downtrend, there's a lot of sellers in the market. If you see a big red engulfing candle, it means there's a lot of sellers have just entered the market and they're selling that particular currency pair. So when you load up the charts before you place a trade, just step back and look at which way the momentum is flowing. Is there buyers in the market or is there sellers in the market? So just remember that. You can only move a currency pair if you buy or sell it. Support and resistance is a level where traders enter and exit trades. So it's always a controversial subject that support and resistance is where institutional traders will take out retail traders and it's manipulating price. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. What we do know is these are levels, especially on the higher time frame, where traders will look to enter and exit trades. So we know there's going to be movement around these levels. So we want to be trading around these levels as well. We want to be potentially buying from a support line, targeting the resistance area at the top as our take profit level. So just remember that is we're looking for trades around support and resistance levels because we know we're going to get a reaction. We know traders are going to enter and exit trades around these levels. And it's actually funny you say that. I say that because what makes me so good at a trader, you know, getting such high win ratios is I play the reaction from support and resistance levels. So for instance here, if price is coming down to a 1 hour support line, I know that there will be buyers at that level trying to buy that particular currency pair. Now, when I scale that down to the 1 and 5 minute time frame, we're going to be getting a small reaction from this level. Price is going to come down to the support line and it's going to bounce off it. Now, it might bounce off it and then continue through it. But that small bounce is enough to profit from it, especially when you're on the 1 and 5 minute time frame. So just remember, support and resistance is levels where where traders will enter and exit trades. Support and resistance will get called different things. Now, like I said at the start, there's different ways on teaching people to trade. There is no set way on teaching people. So people have different ways of teaching and explaining things. So support and resistance, perhaps traders might call it supply and demand level, retail level, institutional level, whatever, okay? What the main thing is that we want to focus on is their levels, their structural levels where we know buyers or traders will enter and exit trades. Regardless of what you call it, it doesn't matter. You need to be able to see these levels and know when to enter and exit a trade. Uptrend, resistance gets broken, support gets held. So like I mentioned earlier, if price is an uptrend, okay, what is going to stop it? Support line. So resistance will get broken. Remember, resistance is at the top, support is at the bottom. If price is an uptrend, it's going to break through that resistance, it's going to pull back, and that support is going to hold that price. That's where the buyers are going to buy, and it's going to continue up, it's going to break a resistance, and vice versa. And again, downtrend, support gets broken, resistance gets held. So it's the complete opposite now. Support's going to get broken, it's going to potentially pull back to a resistance area, and that's what's going to hold price for a continuation down. Now, we're not going to do any whiteboard training in today. It's all practical. So let's jump on the charts now. And yeah, let's go over lesson 3 on mastering support and resistance. Okay, so let's jump straight into it. Now, about 20 minutes ago, I asked my BD members this question. Right, okay, mini lesson. If you watched last night's webinar, you will know exactly why I knew price would drop here. I will give somebody 100 V-Bucks, referring to Fortnite, if you can show me how I knew it would drop here. So as you can see here, USD CAD 15-minute charts. This is my prediction, a nice little sell trade from this level. And this is it around a few hours later. Now, how did I know this would happen? Now, this is actually going over everything I've taught in this series so far. Now, we had a webinar with the BD members last night and we were trading US 30. And we made a nice little 8% gain with the binary destroyer. And we're using this concept as well. We were looking for signals with the trend. We were looking for break and read touches. And yeah, basically what I'm going to do in today's video is I'm going to be trading the exact same US 30, but I'm not going to be using the binary destroyer now. I'm just going to be doing everything I've taught so far in this mini series. So basically a breakdown of structure, a switch in momentum, lower lows, lower highs, and looking for trades. So yeah, we made a nice little 8% gain yesterday with the binary destroyer. I'll see how I'll get on today using pure price action. Now, if you actually have a look at what some of the members have said, it's actually very fascinating. So this BD member said, I was on the webinar, so a stab in the dark, still learning. It was in an uptrend and it broke below previous structure, came back and retested and carried on down. Not the answer Jamie wants to hear, but it took out the stops above Friday night's high before falling on the M15 charts. There's a bearish engulfing candle, makes the first candle close below the bearish engulfing. So this BD member says this happened. And again, a few more posted about market structure, change of character. Asking these hindsight questions make me laugh. You will get many different responses depending on how you trade. You will go back on the charts and make your own presumptions. I just see trend line inducement off higher time frame, sell bias, grab buy side liquidity off retest and drop and base drop, return to mitigate and will continue to the sell direction. Yeah, I knew someone would comment about smart money perspectives. Again, nice little smart money concept way. But yeah. It's fascinating, isn't it, that you have one setup and everybody's got a different outlook or different opinion on why that move happened. Now, this brings me on to what I said at the very start of this mini series. When it comes to teaching people to trade or learning, there is no set way. Okay, this is basically a breakdown of market structure. What I could see was lower lows, lower highs. We went from an uptrend to a switch in momentum or switch in character into a downtrend. We started creating lower lows and lower highs. Now it's fascinating because most of my BD members could see that. They could see the switch in momentum, but it was fascinating on how they called it different things. Some could see smart money concepts, some could see a breakdown in structure, some could see a possible break of a trend line, break of a support line, retest of it. And it's fascinating that you've got one setup, and everybody can see the same pattern, but yet they call it different things. And this is what I said at the start. It doesn't matter what you call it. You can call it smart money concepts, break of structure, support line, support resistance, institutional level, retail level. It's up to you. But what I want to teach you is being able to see these levels. What you call them is irrelevant. So yeah, let's go on to the charts now, and let's see if I can beat an 8% gain using US 30 and pure price action. Okay, on my charts in front of me, I have US 30. On the left, I have US 30 on the 1 minute time frame, and on the right, I have US 30 on the 15 minute time frame. And what we're going to do is go over everything I've taught you so far in this mini course. Now, what do we know so far? Okay, so we know that higher time frame support and resistance is key. They're most likely to hold, and the reason being is because the higher time frame candlesticks move a lot slower, which means there's going to be a lot of traders looking at these levels, which means more traders are going to be buying and selling from these levels, which means you're going to get a better reaction. Okay, so basically, if you've got the 1 hour support, you're going to see price coming up to it. Now, we know on the micro time frames or the intraday time frames, you're going to be getting micro trends. So to give you an example here, that is a trend down, okay, and this is an uptrend. Yeah, in reality it looks great, but it doesn't always work like this. You get micro trends, so you get something like this here, and then you'll perhaps get something like that there, and then you'll get a continuation, and then you'll get an uptrend like this here, right? Now, in reality, this is just a downtrend, okay? You can see the lower lows, there's a lower high, lower lows, lower highs, okay? But we need to identify which is the area that we want to be buying and selling from, because what we want to be doing is buying and selling from the higher time frame support and resistance, then going down to the lower time frames and looking for entry points. Okay, so to give an example here, you've got 1 hour resistance, 1 hour support. Okay, on the 1 hour, this could be just a move up. Okay, on the 1 minute or 5 minute, you could be getting an uptrend up. In fact, it will be an uptrend up. Okay, so you look at the 1 and 5 minutes, and this is an uptrend. And the reason why it's in an uptrend is because the 1 hour support. And where is it going? To the 1 hour resistance. Okay, and you need to understand that. So what we're going to do is we're going to simulate US30. Now I did this yesterday with the BD members. I had the binary destroyer, which is I guess a little bit cheating, and I made a nice little 8.5% gain. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do exactly the same, just with price action now. I'll round it forward a bit, so this is fresh new data, and we'll see how we get on. Now, the first thing I want to do is identify on the 15-minute charts areas of support and resistance. Okay, now we know we've got an area here, and we know we've got an area just here. Okay, so basically, this is the 15-minute time frame, but on the 1 hour, this would be the area where traders would sell and buy from. Okay, and you see this move down here. That's just a move, isn't it, on the 1 hour on the 15-minute charts? But if you go down to the 1 minute, it's going to look something like this here. Downtrend. It's going to look downtrend. Price is going to come down and it's going to go into an uptrend. Okay, so I instantly know now from the 1 minute, from the 15-minute charts, is a lot of buyers bought from this level. Okay, if I just bring it across here, you can actually see that area of support as well. Okay. Now, what I want to teach you is to read and focus on what is happening now. We're not interested in what has happened in the past. Okay, what is in the past is irrelevant. What I want to teach you is what is happening now. Okay, I want you to be able to spot the support and resistance that is going to hold price. I want you to start to see the structure, the higher highs, lower highs, the trends, the pullbacks, everything. Okay, now just to kind of completely, so I've got a blank canvas, I'm going to get rid of all my support and resistance like this, and I'm just going to try and read the charts. Okay, and what I'm looking for is basically higher highs, higher lows, structure, trends. That's what I'm looking for. I already know off the 15-minute charts that price could be going into an uptrend because we had a move up here. Okay, we had a lot of buyers here, and I can see how we've got an uptrend, a pullback, an uptrend, a pullback. Yeah, you can see that, can't you? If you actually zoom in, on the finger, you can actually see there. That'd be a little bit better. You can see the uptrend, pullback, uptrend, pullback. Are we going to continue up? Are we going to create new highs? Are we going to break this one and continue up? Let's find out. Okay, now I already know that. I haven't simulated it. I haven't. I don't know what the result is going to be. I can just read the charts and see that. Okay, it's quite simple. There's nothing to it. It's just I see an uptrend on the 15 because we came down to a support line. So when I go to the 1 minute, you can see the exact same pattern, and what I'm looking for, uptrend, pullback, uptrend, pullback, uptrend, pullback. Okay, but what I'm looking for is both the 1 and 5 to give me the same confirmation. Okay, I want them to be telling me the same thing. So first of all is, okay, so I'm looking, first of all, okay, I'm looking, if I go to the 15-minute charts, I'm looking for this high to be broken. Okay, that's the most important part because that's my new high and this here is my new low. Okay, so basically if it breaks this one, it's an uptrend. If it breaks this one, it's a downtrend. Okay, so those are my areas that I've highlighted. I'm going to wait to see what price does. Okay, now this is going to be very difficult, mainly because I'm on the 1 minute time frame and you get a lot of noise on the one minute time frame. You see how price is trending up. Okay, so I already knew it was trending up just by looking at the fact it was in an uptrend. You know what I mean? Higher highs, higher lows. So I'm expecting price to do something at this level here. Now remember what I said in the last webinar, right? For support and resistance to be active support and resistance, we want to see price come down to it and reject from it. If price goes into a level or a certain price and it hits the wall and reverses, it's a very significant level. Here, I can see price came up to it and rejected from it. So when I see this, I know that this is a level that price is likely to react to. Okay, in an ideal world, because this is an uptrend, right, I'd be looking for price to break above it and potentially retest it. That's what I'd be looking for. Or I could be looking for sells at this level because we've had sells from there before. But then again, this would be against the trend. Okay, two scenarios. I'm either selling here against the trend or I'm waiting for the break and retouch and buying it. Whatever happens here, I want the 1 minute to be confirming the same thing. Okay, my entry point might not be the best because it's 1 minute. It's sometimes very difficult with market chopping around. Okay, so let's see what happens here. Okay, I'm just going to bring this across like here. Okay, so we've come back down. Okay, here we go here, right? So we literally just going to pop this here because that's a little bit better. See how price kissed? See how price kissed the support line just there? Okay, so basically now we're stuck into a range. Okay, we've basically gone from the top to the bottom. Nothing really happening at the minute. We could actually buy. We could actually buy from that support line. Okay, because there's nothing confirming yet that it's either an uptrend or downtrend. What we'll be doing here is buying from that support line. Okay, which is not what we don't want. What we don't want to do. We want to be trading with the trend. We want to be isolating the support and resistance levels that are going to hold, and the support and resistance levels that are going to not hold. Okay, so here we go here. So see how price is spiked right. I'm just going to pop this here. Keep an eye on the 15-minute charts now. Keep an eye on the 15-minute candle, right? See how we reject. Oh no, we wait for the candle to close. Okay, so we're continuing to a downtrend. Okay, so still no trades yet. We're continuing into a downtrend. Okay, I'm going to get rid of that there. Okay, so at the minute, nothing really happening. By the way, this would be a nice little buy. You see, I just want to show you, right? You see how we got this double bottom pattern here, okay? And you see how we got a break of structure on the 1 minute time frame. See this here? See that here? Okay, so you see how we've trended down, pulled back, trended down, pulled back. Haven't made a lower low here, so we haven't made a lower low on the 1 minute time frame, and we've actually done the opposite. We've actually created a new high. There's the previous high. So are we going to create a low and then go up? We'll see what happens. Like I said, this is something I want you to start to do as well, is simulate and spend the time learning to see what the charts is doing. Okay, so uptrend, uptrend, uptrend. Okay, so well, price continues into an uptrend, which I knew that was going to happen anyway. Obviously, price didn't come back down to the support line, but I mean, I could tell from looking at price itself that we were going into an uptrend. Okay. Okay, so I am. In fact, there is going to be. You know what? I might actually take a little cheeky buy here. I actually might. Look at this on the 15. Right, look at this on the 15. Look at this on the 1 minute. Look at that. Nice little break and retouch again. Look at that. Look, uptrend, pull back, uptrend, pull back, uptrend, pull back, uptrend, uptrend. Let's see what happens. I mean, what's the 15-minute chart saying? Okay, 15-minute charts is kind of telling me the same. Again, I want you to focus on what is happening here, not over here. That's irrelevant. What's happening here is the higher time frame support and resistance. Okay, that's where price is trending to. Excuse me. That is where price is trending to. What I want to focus on is what is happening here. Okay, and it looks like off the only because I spotted it on the 1 minute. Is it looks like price has broken this area just here. See that support line? And again, keep an eye on it. Significant level. Price has bounced off it. Yeah, come down, broken above it, pulled back. So you see now how I've got 2 time frames just from stopping it here. I can see the 2 time frames telling me the same thing. I've got a break and retouch to the upside on the 15, and I've got a break and retouch to the upside on the 1 minute. So let's take this trade, okay? Okay, I'm just waiting for a nice little engulfing candle, which was just there. Okay, now I'm actually going to cheat a bit because the way I do it is I'm going to take this trade kind of live like this here. So when I see this rejection wick, I'm going to put a stop loss of 1% risk, 3,000 pips, and 3, 2, 1, bang, I'm in. Okay, so there's my stop loss. Little bit tight on this one, little bit tight, a little bit tight. Let's see what happens here. Okay, so price is coming down. So my stop loss is a little bit tight on that one. And we lost 1% on that one. But I've got a funny feeling we are still creating a new high because we're still at that support line just here. Let me see what happens here. Yeah, you know what? Let's see what happens here. Yeah, come on, come up. Yeah, you know what? Where's that? Yeah, okay, so well, come on, come back. Yes, here. I'm going to re-enter that trade here. See, this is the difference sometimes with really tight entry points on the 1 minute. I'm going to re-enter here. Okay, so keep an eye on it, right? Keep an eye on this area just here, right? You see here now, right? It's probably better if I draw it there. That might be a little bit better. Okay, can you see the break and retouch still? Okay, where do we enter here? I think it was here, wasn't it? Okay, now this is still valid. This is still valid because we're still at this area. Okay, and this is sometimes where I say is when you draw your support and resistance, it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, it doesn't have to be to the certain pip. We're drawing areas. Okay, so I know that this area has rejected price from before, and if you actually look, we're still above it, and we're still creating higher highs. Okay, see that? We're still creating higher highs, so this is still valid. Okay, because if this was going into a downtrend, give an example here. If this was a downtrend doing the opposite, okay, we wouldn't have broken this one here. So the fact that we broke previous structure, if this was going in downtrend, we would have done this, right? That's what it would have done, but it hasn't. Okay, that's the previous structure. It's broken it. It's come back down, and I still think we're going long on here. I still do, and I'm going to take a buy here because I've just clocked this. And again, even on the 1 minute time frame, right? Look at that area again. See how prices reacted from it. Bounced off it, yeah. Here, bounced off it. Come down, retouched it, dropped. Come up, retouched it. I'm taking this long again. So again, second entry point long on US 30, and again notice how both the 15 and the 1 is telling me the same thing. So I'm going to go for a really tight stop loss on this one. I'm going to go, where was it? Here. I'm going to go for a really tight stop loss on this one. So I'm going to go for 1,000 points now. Okay, remember it's US 30. Yeah, I'm going to go for, I want to say 1,000 points, and I'm going to see if I can get right at the target here. Okay, yeah, there we go. Nice. Yes. Now, this is where I'm going to close this trade off. So I'm going to close this trade off now. We made a nice little 3.64% gain. So it's good, you see, 1% risk, nearly 4% gain. And the reason why I'm going to close it off here is because remember this area here, okay? You remember I took that trade here, right? You see that just there? This is my target. This is the next high in price, okay? So you see how we created a new high, we pulled back. Are we going to create a new high? This is me as a scalper. You'll notice now how I'm scalping. I'm not looking to hold trades. I'm a kind of trader that's literally in and out. So keep an eye on this here, right? Are we going to break above this? Let's do the 15-minute charts, right? So we come back down. Okay, so there you go. Right, we knew the price was going to come back down because why? Because price came up to it and we got a reaction from it. Okay, so I know sellers are going to come into play here again. Okay, so going back to the 1 minute time frame, I knew that was going to happen. Okay, so that's good. Okay, but the question next is, this is the area of support next. Okay, what's price going to do? Okay, it comes back up. It's second. See how it rejects. Look at that big rejection wick. Okay, a lot of traders will say that's taking out buyers, stopping buyers out. But I mean, I literally was in and out. That's a good side of scalping, right? You're not part of market manipulation. It's just in and out. Okay, now I'm going to put this here. Okay, because I want to see what price does. Okay, because like I said, it's no longer in. Oh, here we go. Here we're going to break up. Are we going to break up? Yes. Now, okay. So we've now keep an eye on the 15. We are now targeting the next higher time frame resistance, which is there. Yeah, right. You've all understood that. If I look left here, you can see the resistance area just there. If I just zoom in, you can see touch. Yeah. So keep an eye on it. What I'm looking for is, again, a retouch of this level because I know sellers came into play there and there. So if price pulls down, we know buyers are going to come into play here. And again, this is that typical trend up, pull back, trend up, retouch, bang, rocket up. Yeah. So I want the 1 minute to confirm that as well. So I'm just going to hold tight for a sec. I've now confirmed that we are going into an uptrend. Okay. So I'm looking. Oh, perfect. Price has pulled straight back down. Now let's keep an eye on the 1 minute now. Okay, so 1 minute again has got that area of support and resistance, right? You can see that here. Again, this is the downside to the 1 minute. It looks a bit messy, doesn't it? You know, normally you do this on the 5 or 15 and then look at the 1 hour for your support and resistance. But you know, we'll do it off the 1 of 15 because I like a challenge. And it also, believe it or not, I'm not ashamed to say this, but when I do stuff like this or training videos, it makes me a better trader because it refreshes my mind. You know, normally I'm trading with the binary destroyer and, you know, it's just easier, wait for an arrow, TCA line, blah, 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 you know, to enter a trade. Here, I've actually got to think, right, okay, I'm entering here. I've got the only structure that's on the charts is the one I've created. And it's good, you know, it builds up confidence. So here, right? So resistance on the 1 minute, resistance on the 1 minute, retouch, price comes down, bang, right? We're going to look for buys at this level, okay? And again, prices come down right to that 1 minute, okay, on the 15. So on the 15, our target is going to be potentially the top of the zone here, yeah? Let's go with that, okay? But what I want to wait for is an engulfing candle on the 1 minute, okay? So let me bring up the 1 minute here. Yes, okay, that is, I'd probably take it back to here. That would be more better here. So just there, okay. So I'm gonna set a stop loss of, I'm gonna go for a bit bigger of a stop loss, 3,000 points, which is just here. And target, I won't have a target on this one, but you see here, look at the 15. See how we close above it. We come down and close above it on the 15. So let's see what happens. Let's do it on the 15. Hopefully we come up or we come down. Nice. Okay, so what I would do is I'm going to take, no, that's cheating. I was going to wait for price to come up to this level here and then I'd close it. In fact, no, I am going to close it off here. So I'm going to close it off there. And can you see my style of trading? Literally in and out scalping, almost 5% gain now. And we had one loss. We had one loss and made it all back. You can see my style of trading, scalping. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just my style of trading. Okay, but I'm pretty sure price is going to break this and continue up. Let's see what happens. Yeah, see here? See again, right? Keep an eye on it, right? You see this area here? See on the 15? See how price reacted from it? Sellers got involved, but the buyers took over because obviously it's still an uptrend. So obviously who's going to win, the buyers or the sellers in an uptrend? The buyers. You know, if it's in a downtrend, sellers are going to win. Okay, so a lot of traders sold here. So I know when price comes to this level, we're going to get a reaction. Now, I've still got a funny feeling we're going to go into an uptrend. So it might be wise to take another buy. And I've got a funny feeling just here, right? Again, just here. See this is real kind of, you can tell I'm in the zone now. This is real kind of in-depth market, okay? I used to trade this back in the day with binary. See this little level just there? A little tiny level just there. See that? See that little tiny level? You'll see this on the 1 minute time frame. In fact, you might actually see that on the 5 minute. If I load up the 5 minute, charts, 1 minute, let's bring it back up here. You might see that on the 5 minutes. Naked. Let me pop this like this here. And let me bring up the 5. Okay, and you might actually see, you might be able to spot that support line. Let me see if you can see that mini support line. Okay, you can slightly off the 1 minute, off the 5 minutes. See that area just there? See that? Rejection wick there. This little area just there. See that? Boom, uptrend. And again, look, even on the 5 minutes, it's creating highs. Look, there's the previous high, uptrend, pull back, uptrend, pull back, uptrend. Okay, you see that? We're only getting a sell-off at this level because we know off the, let me get rid of this one here. Is because on the 15 we've got a sell-off here. But you know what? Going back to the 1 minute is, I'm going to buy here. I'm going to take a buy here. A little risky of a buy. Just there. I am. I want to see if we get a big green candle. If we get a big green candle here, that's good enough for me. Okay, so next bar. Come on, give me another green candle. And another one. Yes, I'm taking a buy here. I am. Okay, we're going to go with 1,000 pips. Let's go for 1,000 points. Okay, I say pips with points. Okay, so real tight stop loss on this one. But again, keep an eye on it, right? Keep an eye on it, right? This is micro pips, literally, like I'm literally getting small moves. But notice how the 15 is telling me a break and retouch to the upside. This support line is likely to be held. The 1 minute is telling me the exact same thing. Okay, break and retouch to the upside. Bang, comes up. Okay, now I probably might close this trade off. Oh, that is... How frustrating is that? How frustrating is that? Oh my God. That's the downside to the 1 minute. Literally, look. If we take it back, right? Take it back. Look where my stop loss was. Literally, it kissed my stop loss and was like, yep, next candle, green, see you later, mate, I'm off. Oh, dear me. You know what? I should count that as a winner, but I'm not. Okay, but 4%, we can't complain with that one. And we push higher. See how we push higher now? Okay, right. I'm going to get in again. Okay, and I'm just going to pause it there. I'm going to pause it there. I'm going to move that there, right? You see here? Keep an eye on it now. See how I'm moving my support and resistance? Okay, if price comes down to retouch this, I'm buying it. Remember, higher time frame support line. Okay, somewhere around here somewhere. Okay, it looks like price has just come to it. Well, it actually hasn't come to it yet. But if it does, we're going to be getting a sell-off at this level. So let's see what happens here. We'll go 15-minute charts. Here. See how price touches that level. But I'm not going to take a buy there. I want to see an actual price come down further to that level. Here we go here. Here we go here. Now we spike through this level. Okay, now we spike. Okay. Okay, let's look at the next candle. I'm going to do it a 1 minute time frame. Okay, so next bar. Here we go here. So see how we close above it. See how we're closing above it. This area here, still an uptrend. Look, uptrend, creates a new high, pulls back. Uptrend, maybe that one. Uptrend creates a new high, pulls back. Yeah. So my target on this one is I'm going to target the top of the zone here. Yeah, that's what my target is. I'm going to look at the 15-minute charts, and again, I'm looking for. Oh, come on. Yeah, you know what? Just there. That is my entry point just here. Okay. So again, broken structure. Again, broken structure. Okay, uptrend. We've got downtrend, pull back, downtrend. Okay, there's the resistance there. Look left, see that? So if it was a downtrend, it would continue down, yeah? Hasn't continued down, it's broken it. And this little wick, this wick just here, see how that wick is literally gone right above it, bang, wallop. This will probably rocket up from this level because I've seen it. So I'm gonna again go for. No, I'm gonna go for a tight, bigger stop loss on this one. 3,000 points. Stop loss below that one. Let's see if we win it. Okay. Come on. Touch at this level. Yes. Okay, so you know what? I'm actually going to close it off here because if you look at the 15-minute charts, we're really struggling at this level. See how we're really struggling. You know what? I might actually close off. See if I can close off half a percent of this trade, and see if I can leave it open because obviously we're really struggling at this level. So you know, normally I'd close this trade off. We're up 5% already. Trades. So open trades. So trading stop, modify, close part. So I'm going to close. I'm going to close 2.3 lots. Okay, so close, bang, done. Okay, and I've got one trade. I've closed off a little bit. I've got another trade left open. So let me rephrase that. I've closed off a large percentage of that trade, which is good. Banked 5.20%, which is good. Let's see if we can ride this with the trend. But like I said, what I'm really worried because we're struggling at this resistance area here. So we could be getting a lot of sellers coming into play here. Okay, they're thinking, okay, sellers, bang, we're going to drive the price down. But we're still an uptrend. And still, unless the 15-minute chart does something like this here, it's still an uptrend. I don't care what you say, it's still an uptrend. It's still creating higher highs. Even on the 1 minute time frame, you can see that higher high. Look, it's just literally spiked straight above it. See that? So let's see what happens here. Okay, let's see what happens here. Okay, so yes, we are continuing up. Come on. Yes. That is where I'm going to close that trade off. I'm going to close. Nice. I'm glad I held that trade. Whew. Okay, right, so we're breaking above it. So the next question is, where is it going to go? Okay, where is it going to go? This here. So let's wait for price to come up to this level here. In fact, I'm going to close this trade off here anyway. I'm going to close it off there. So it made 5.6% now. Okay, so next target here. Obviously, there's my resistance here now. Support line. So again, maybe we're going to come up to this level. Let's see what happens. Let's take it back to 15. I'm going to take my last straight into this level. Straight into the 15 minutes. Okay, now this is good now. Because we've come in, look, keep an eye on it, right? We've come straight up into the 15-minute resistance. So we know at this level, we're going to be getting sellers now. We're going to be getting sellers. So cheeky little sell against the trend on this one. Cheeky little sell against the trend. Let's see what the 1 minute's saying. Okay, now I know price is going to come down. You know what? I might just take a cheeky sell. Like literally, I'm just going to. I do a half a risk. Okay, so can I risk 0.5? 0.5%. What would be 0.5%? Sell. Yeah, I can. Okay, so we've gone for 0.5%. Okay, so like I said, against the trend. Okay, price came down, which is great. Okay, now I'm gonna close it there. Literally, I should have done that I should have done that candlestick by candlestick. So let's do that again. Okay, now keep an eye on the 15 on the one. Let me rephrase that. On the 1 minute, keep an eye on that there. Keep an eye on that level. See that level? See how price bounced off from it here before? Okay, keep an eye on it. Okay, did I actually? I fluffed that up. I never took that trade. Here we go. Here, let's take a trade. There we go. There, take a trade. Okay, price comes down here. I'm going to close it off here. There we go. There, 6% gain. Close all. I might close it off here. I closed it off here because you see again. If you look left, see here, still an uptrend. Still an uptrend. Okay, for this to be in a downtrend now, we'd want to see a break below here and a retouch, yeah? And I'd want to see that as well on the 15 on US 30 at this resistance area. But at the minute, we're still, let's see what happens. Okay, so we do continue into a downtrend. Maybe we could have got a few more pips. But you know what? No, I'm not going to do that. I want price to come down again. Here we go here. It looks like, let me have a look. Nope, no. I was wondering why price was struggling at this level. You know, price is struggling at this level. Price is struggling. Look at this on the 1 minute time frame. Uptrend. Look at this on the 1 minute time frame. And again, you know, this is real micro trade. Look, uptrend, pullback, uptrend, pullback. Really struggling at this level here, isn't it? On the 1 minute time frame. Potentially a lot of buyers coming into play here, trying to push price up. And how did I spot that? Because if you look at the 15 here, right, see it again, see this little area just here? See that area just there? See that big rejection wick? Price comes up. You know what, I might take a buy here. Again, I might take another cheeky buy and go long here. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to wait for structure to be broken on the 1 minute. I'm going to wait for this area here to be broken. If that gets broken, I'm buying it. Okay. Okay, so still nothing happened. Here we go here. And then we retouch it. Look at that. Pala. Retouch it. Literally come up, retouched it. I won't be surprised if the next candle turns green. So let's take a buy here. Okay, where's my stop loss on that one? Way down here. Let's move that to a 2000. Do 2000. And we'll do a 1% risk again. So 2000 points, 1% risk. We're gonna take a buy. Hopefully this rockets up. This will be my last trade. Okay. Come on, don't stop me out. That's well annoying. Stop me out. Literally stop me out. And I bet your price will rocket up now, won't it? Yeah. See? Oh, man. Put me stop loss. That's how you take a winning trade into a losing trade. Oh, look at that. Look at that on the 15. Look at that. And then we come up into the 1 hour resistance. Let's see what happens when we get to this resistance. I wouldn't be surprised if we break above it. Yeah, we come back down. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, you know what? So frustrating. So I'm going to leave that there anyway. I'm going to leave that there. So nice little trading session. Let's look at the trade history. We've took a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, we took that was that double one, wasn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 trades. 7 trades. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 wins, 2 losses. We made a nice little 5% gain. It's good. Made a nice little 5% gain. And to be honest with you, the 2 trades that lost would have won. But yeah, that's trading for you. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that kind of mini trading session on US 30, looking at structure. I want you to do exactly the same. What I'm doing here, download the simulator, go to the FX Learning website, get it, download it. And just do what I do. Spend the time learning and learning and learning. I'll see you in the next mini lesson of mastering support and resistance.